Hey! So I'm 32 weeks and 4 days pregnant today, and everyone keeps asking me if I picked out a name. I have not. So I thought it would be fun to do a reaction video. So I've gone through and read the name book and picked out some names that I kind of think maybe for the baby. So we're going to get Grayson's reaction and see what he thinks of some of the stuff that I've come up with so far. So full disclosure, I don't love all of these names, but as I was going through, I tried to pick one name from each letter of the alphabet, so I would at least have 26 options when I was done. So, okay. How do you feel about Lachlan?
Lachlan.
You're laughing already. That's not a good sign. It means from the land of the lakes. It's Gaelic.
That also doesn't start with A.
No, it doesn't. These are some of the popular names that I wrote down first.
Yeah.
No. No. Okay, we're not off to a good start.
Like a last name.
What? No. What about Caleb?
That's not bad.
It means resembling a dog, which is not necessarily the most flattering thing on the planet. Okay, that was a baby. What about Damien?
Do you like Damien?
I don't know. I have such a hard time picking names. It means one who tames or subdues others. So again, not a fantastic description. What about, well, what do you think of that one?
I don't really like that name that much.
Not so much. What about Pierce?
Pierce? That's a very normal name.
I know.
Following the other, like...
Okay, there's only so many different boy names, and I'm trying to come up with a somewhat different boy name because I have Atalia and Araya at home already, so I don't want to, like...
It was Pierce?
Yeah, I don't want to, like, name him Bob.
To be fair, I've never met anybody named Pierce. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know that I have either.
Yeah, I would say it just sounds normal.
Okay, so maybe. What about Anderson?
That's the last name.
Okay, so that's a no.
Anderson Miller. Doesn't sound right at all.
What about Declan?
No, I don't like that one either. Couldn't tell you why.
Leland?
Leland?
From the Meadowland. It's an English name.
Oh. I've met so many Lelands.
That's kind of the point. I tried to pick names like, that we hadn't heard of. Okay. What about Arden? One who is passionate and enthusiastic.
That one's not terrible. I think I like one of the other names I heard.
Okay. Blaine. It's a saint's servant or a thin man, depending on whether you want the Irish or the Scottish.
It just makes me think of David Blaine.
I don't know who that is.
He's a, like, magician guy.
Okay. So, no. Conlin?
Conlin? How do you spell that?
Conlen. It means a hero in Gaelic.
Conlin. I don't think anybody would pronounce it that way.
Well, how would you pronounce it?
Well, Conlen. And then Conlin would probably be pretty popular in that one.
But
I
there's
can already
no
picture
E.
the teachers. I could already picture the teachers messing the name up.
Great. Okay.
There was no E for my name either, and I still get called Dotzer in my last name.
That's fair. Danon?
Danon?
Means a kind-hearted man. It's Australian.
That one's not terrible either.
He says with no conviction. Devland.
Okay, that one's not that bad. I don't particularly like it.
Okay. That one means a courageous man, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's Irish. Or Devlin instead of Devland.
Devlin sounds better than Devlin.
Which means having a fierce bravery. But it also means a misfortunate man. So, like, not sure about that one.
If you're a little too brave.
You could be misfortunate, I guess. What about Eldon?
That one sounds weird.
A little. It means an old friend in English.
Well, I could tell it had something to do with old.
Finian?
I don't think it's a bad name, but for some reason I feel like making fun of it.
Helpful. Finley.
Finley?
For a boy?
I guess.
Maybe?
I feel like everybody would shorten it to Finn, and then that would be fine.
It means a fair-haired hero.
Ooh.
It's Gaelic. So I picked some names, and there's another one later down here, which means like a redhead. And I was like, well, if I pick this name, what if the baby's not a redhead? Do you choose a new name, or do you just roll with it? It's a fair question.
You just have a couple names picked out.
Yeah, that'll be difficult. What about Garrison?
That one's fine.
From a spear-fortified town. It's English. Do they get short to Gary, though? I don't think I'd like that.
I think they might call him Gar instead, if it was other guys.
How I feel about that one. Hadley.
That one's fine. What? It's not that bad.
Okay. It means from the heather meadow. It's English. Some of these names, I tell you. Henley.
That one's fine too. I don't see anything wrong with that one.
Do you like Hadley better or Henley?
I think Henley.
Henley? Does it seem too
but
female?
But then they might call him Hen.
Good
Henley?
point.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Jalen.
That sounds too female.
Okay. Noted. Means one who is tranquil.
I'm not a big fan of the shortened J.
What about Kaylin?
That one sounds too female too.
Really?
I don't think it's bad.
It means a mighty warrior.
Oh. Sounds like Caitlin.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't think it's a bad name. I just, it does sound pretty female.
I wrote another one down. Now I don't know how to pronounce it.
Where is it?
Kennen. Kynen.
Kynen? Kynen.
To be determined. It means a chief or a leader. I thought that was a pretty, decent.
Kynen's kind of cool.
Yeah?
I guess Kanan's kind of cool too.
Except we can't figure out how to pronounce it.
You shorten it to K.
Alright. I don't know how I feel about that. Landon.
I don't like that one.
No?
No.
Malloy?
Malloy? That's like if you're watching like Top Gun, one of the guys would be called like Malloy or something.
So is that a yes or a no?
It's fine. It just sounds a little too cool.
It means a noble chief. It's Irish.
What?
I don't know. Wesley.
I think we've been over this one before.
Okay. My dad's last name is Wesley, and I was trying, if I had a boy, to name the boy after my dad, because we've kind of already done some of the female names for female family members for the girls. So I'm not a huge fan of Wesley, and I don't like Wes. So my
That'd be like a middle name or something.
Yeah. My substitute option was Weston.
I think Wesley's better.
Ouch. For the record, Weston means from the western town, and it's English. It's actually a name in the book. I didn't make it up.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, reading that book, you could pick any name and it would be there.
That's fine. Rhea is not in the name book, at least not the way I spelled it. So that was a no. That was a hard no. Okay, let's see what else we have on page 2. There's less. Naylan.
Naylan? See, then that one gets short to like Nay or something.
It means our wish has been granted.
Oh.
No. It's Turkish. That was the only Turkish name that made my list.
Interesting. It sounds English.
Yeah, you'd think. Nolan?
Nah, it's like a nerd name.
Picky. It means a famous and noble man or a champion of the people. It's
like
Caleb.
Christopher Nolan.
Who's that?
A director and or actor?
See, he doesn't even know. Oakley.
That one's not bad, but there's the sunglasses brand called Oakley.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Very out of touch with popular culture. Okay, so no.
Also shorten that one to Oak.
Yeah. From the meadow of the oak trees. That one was English. Parker.
I mean, it's normal.
I know.
It's
I don't.
normal.
I don't know how I feel about
There's nothing
that.
wrong with it.
So that one's fine. Passes. Normal names pass. Peyton.
Also a very normal name.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I do know like 3 or 4 Peytons though.
Yeah, that's fair. It is very popular. From the Village of Warriors. It's English. Reese.
Another normal name.
Yep. Reese Witherspoon immediately comes to mind, but could be because I heard her on the radio on my way home today. But I don't know any male Reeses.
I knew one in elementary school, but I didn't like him very much.
So that one's fine.
That's a normal name.
So Grayson only votes yes for normal names.
No,
Duly
I
noted.
like the abnormal ones too. Just
Do
when they're
you?
like very weird.
Okay, so having great enthusiasm for life is what Reese means, and it's Welsh. So that one's not so bad. What about Rowan?
We're white.
It's a white name. Okay, that's racist for starters. I apologize. We are white.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
No, not really, no.
Oh, kind of like that one. It means from the tree with the red berries, or a red-haired boy. So again, this was one of the names that would be dependent on hair color. Sawyer.
That's a last name.
He can't have a last name as a first name?
No.
No?
It's not legally allowed.
Oh, I see. Okay. There are lots of Sawyers out there, by the way.
Yeah, no, I knew one. His last name was Sawyer.
Tayton.
That one's pretty normal. I don't like it that much, though.
That is not a normal name. Have you
Tayton.
ever met anyone named Tayton?
No, but it's also not that weird. Compared.
Compared to what?
Like, I don't know. Literally any of them. Nayland?
It was in the name book.
Oh, yeah, so was, well, we're on the normal name page here, so I can't really go back, but... Yeah, so was...
For the record, these were all also in the name book.
Yeah, Lachlan and...
yeah, I like Lachlan. Actually,
yeah,
that
definitely
was
not normal
probably
name,
one of my top 5.
What does this say?
Garrison.
Oh, okay. Wow, it
You
looks like an
liked
M.
that one.
No, that's fine, but it looks like Gamson, the way you wrote it.
We're not naming them Gamison.
Henley, Jalen.
What's wrong with Henley?
You really like Lynn's at the name end of names.
I don't know.
You got Eldon, Garrison, Henley, Jalen, Kaylin, Kenan.
For starters, Garrison does not end with L-E-Y.
No, but you have a lot of A-Ns, O-Ns, and I-Ns as well.
Well, I don't choose the names.
You literally chose the names.
Well, okay, yeah, but
Show
I
some
mean, I don't
originality, Brittany.
Okay, I'm just gonna write a bunch of letters in a random order, and that's what we're gonna
And then
name
pick
them.
out some vowels and consonants, and you got a name.
For the record, if we had a boy when I was pregnant with Talia, Grayson wanted to name him Newton, which I personally don't think is any better than any of these.
No, it's definitely better than some of these.
I disagree, but okay. Okay, so Tayton was a what?
That was a no.
That was a no? Okay.
Yeah.
That was, it means bringer of happiness. It's American.
It also gets shortened to Tate, which I don't like at all.
Yeah, I didn't put Tate on the list. But it's T-A-Y-T-O-N, so it would get shortened to Tay.
You just like putting Y's in things that where they don't belong.
I didn't make the spelling of the name. Urian.
Well, then it gets shortened to Yuri. Are you fine with that?
I don't know.
I'm not. I don't think it's a terrible name, but
It means sent from heaven. It's Greek. I can't say that I love it. It was just I needed a name from the U category. And what other good U names are there? Valerian.
where'd you get that one from?
The name book.
Was it actually the name book? How do you
Yeah, it
spell
means one who is strong and healthy. It's Latin.
Oh. It's like Valyrian Steel
He
from
doesn't believe me.
Game of Thrones. Valyrian Steel.
Oh.
It's
Doesn't know. Asher.
normal. Short Ash.
It means happy.
Yeah.
And then don't know how I feel about that one.
Yeah.
That one's a maybe. Waylon.
Is that with an L-I-N at the end for chance?
No, it might be with an L-A-N, though.
Oh, no.
It means joyful. I googled names that mean joy, and there was not a great selection, so I don't think we'll be carrying that trend through to baby 3. So that was a no.
No, that one's not that bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm not like the biggest.
Facial expressions said
I'm not like
otherwise.
the biggest fan of it. But...
No. Okay, so let's see what names you kind of liked, and we'll see if we can narrow down like a top 5.
Was there even 5?
There were some that you said were okay. I think there was only 3 that you gave, maybe 4 that you gave the seal of approval. But let's see. Caleb, Pierce, Arden, Conlon, Devlin.
Apparently, I like it too. I guess if every single name on the list has it, then
It narrows the options. Finley, Garrison, Hadley, Henley, Keenan? I don't know how we're pronouncing that one. That one probably should be a no since we can't figure out the pronunciation.
well, you can always pick a yeah, I guess if somebody else read it.
Yeah, it's like Raya. We get Raya a lot. And I was like, huh?
We also got Thalia though, so I mean,
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think that's necessarily our fault.
No. Malloy. Parker, Reese, Urian, and Asher. Oh, and Waylon.
Is it bad that I don't really like any of them?
See, this is my struggle. I also did not like any of the names that I put on the list. Like, some of them are okay names, but I can't imagine saying it 70,000 times in 60 seconds, which you will have to do once you have children.
I feel like the girls' names were easy compared to this.
I really struggled with Reyes, but yeah, it does seem easier.
But like when
At
you
least
gave
I
me a
knew
list
what
of
name
girls,
I liked, and I just needed to change the spelling.
when you gave me a list of girls' names, I wasn't like, wow, these are all horrendous.
Okay, so baby boy, we're gonna apologize in advance because we A, don't know what to name you, and you may be nameless for a long time, and B, we probably won't like whatever we settle on. You really didn't like any of these? If you had to pick a top 3.
Which ones how'd you mark them?
The squiggly
you
line
actually
was
did.
a maybe, and the check mark was you kind of like them, and it was an X if you did not. We'll be back in a second. Okay, so Grayson has picked his top 3. He's going with, in no particular order because he didn't number them for me, Arden. Mm-hmm. How are you pronouncing this one?
What is it? Kynan.
Kynan.
You make the I long. This is one of those sometimes why moments.
Great. I'm confused already. Imagine this poor child learning to spell his name. Okay, so Arden, Kynan, and Asher.
Yeah.
Those are your top 3.
Why didn't you just write them next to yours?
That would be smart. Yeah. Okay. Arden, Kynan, and Asher. Those are Gray's. And mine, I picked my top 5 because, yeah. So Weston is still at the top of the list. I still like it as a name. You can't move out of the way of the video.
Was it? I didn't do that.
I mean, for the record, none of our names overlap, so this is going to be fun. I also picked Declan. I'm pretty sure I picked 5 names
why do you
didn't
like Declan?
I don't know, I just think it's different. I also like Lachlan and put it on the list.
I don't think any of those are really different.
Devlin. Although I'm worried it sounds too much like Devin. Yeah, that's a problem. And Rowan.
Good for you, I guess.
I don't like the names you chose.
You just picked 3 of the same name, didn't you?
No. I did Westlin, Declan, Lachlan, Devlin,
Declan,
and
Lachlan,
Rowan.
and Devlin are so different. They're crazy different.
No, but I mean, I didn't pick any of your 3. I didn't pick Arden, Kynan, or Asher, so we have no overlap. If you named him Arden, what would you pick his middle name as?
I don't know. Does it really matter?
Well, yeah, it's got to go together. You're.
Just pick one of your names.
It would be Arden Miller or Kynan.
Yeah.
Kynan Miller or Asher
Kanan
Miller.
works too. I don't.
Or Kanan
I
Miller.
think Kynan sounds better.
Do those that sounds like a thing?
What sound like that? Kynan Miller?
Yeah,
Yes.
like first name, last name.
Yeah, that one's not too bad.
Okay.
I don't know. It's not really any better than like Devlin or Lachlan Miller.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna
Wait,
come
is
back
that the
to
same
this.
name?
Right.
Devlin. Oh, Declan. I meant Declan. Declan.
Now you're making me think of Die Hard. I hate picking names. All right. Well, if anyone ever watches this on YouTube and has made it to this now almost 22-minute mark, kudos to you. I hope you found this entertaining because, man, is this a struggle. Also, I'm betting you don't have children. Okay, we're signing off now. I guess you'll see what we name the baby when it arrives. Haha. Wish us luck. Bye.